Okay, if you are seeing this, you are reclaiming your power because the song that's coming through and 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Okay, the song that's coming through is, I don't know the title, maybe it is You Don't Own Me, but oh God, what is it? Like, don't tell me what to say, don't tell me what to do. Something, something, that's all I ask of you. You don't own me is coming through, okay? And the past few readings I've had, like, whenever I was recording, it was only when I was recording that I had, it felt like there was something blocking or like, holding on to my throat. And it's clear now. I don't have that issue while I'm recording. So, and I remember even then, I remember thinking that, okay, someone's getting their power back. I think that's what I said, or finding their voice again. That's what it was. And so I feel like you did it. Congratulations. Um, it definitely feels fierce. Like the picture, ooh, ding, that's a good one. Fierce. Okay. So you are in your power. It feels strong. It feels confident and it feels like secure. Like I know who I am. Um, you can't talk to me like that. You are not going to treat me like that. That's the energy that I'm getting. Okay. Let's see which. Actually, we'll see if anything else, if they want to show me anything else. I feel like that's from a movie poster though. Like what I'm seeing is this woman, um, what was it? I think it was like, was it The African Queen or African Queen is the name of the movie? But I see the, I guess like the poster, just whatever thumbnail they use on, oh, what happened there? I wonder if that recorded. It got stuck for a second. I don't know. I'll see. I'll go back and see. But yeah, so I think it's Viola Davis that plays that character, but she's standing there and she's holding a staff. And that's what I'm seeing. Like, I feel like, again, like reclaiming your power and standing self assured, knowing who you are, knowing what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate anymore. And that's what's coming through. Okay. Anything else? Ooh, 4, 4, and getting deeper or getting lost. The Moon and the Hangman. 12th house. Shadow self. Karma, suffering, or karma. Escapism, isolation. But that shadow self and suffering is sticking out to me. I think you were. I hate to say, like, it's a part, like a soul contract, like you chose that, but that might be what you chose to experience, like feeling suppressed, and then what it feels like to break out of it, to break out of that shell. Okay, they're showing me, I don't know why it's this, a pistachio nut, like when you're cracking it and breaking out of the shell. Before it was like the Hulk, and now it's, I don't know what it is with green. I have to look that up. Excuse me. Well, green is associated with healing, right? So, yeah, you're healing that wound. Oh, oh, no, it was when I split the deck. Suffering, you're healing that. God, I feel like there's something tickling my face. Lint, I don't know. Okay, let's see. That's funny. Whoa. Okay, got the Magician, Light of the Messenger, Mercury, communication. We said it was clear now, right? Communication, mind, thoughts, intellect, information, reason, memory, perception, opinions. Okay, you might have felt like you shied away from sharing your opinions, maybe because you felt stifled, like you could have been scared of others' opinions of you when you shared your own thoughts, when you shared your own opinions, when you communicated whatever was on your mind. Oh, they're showing me like so there's a person who's in a group of people that are talking, and the the rest of the group, the person is here, the rest of the group is here. They're staying the same size, but this person, which I feel like maybe you, is like shrinking every couple of seconds, like shrinking a little more, like making yourself smaller. Um, well, I'm glad you're out of that. Seeing through illusions on the bottom. Okay. Energy awareness, alchemical gifts, powerful transmuter, fearless, truth seeker, the very spiritual, and that fearless is popping out. Yeah, you were afraid of being seen. That happens with, if something happens, in your childhood where you feel afraid to speak up, or you were admonished when, you tried to share your points of view and share your thoughts, and you're kind of belittled for it, right? But you're regaining that sense of self again, or you've already done it. Congratulations. But that's what it feels like. 444, divine progress. And again, seeing through the illusions. I just split it again. Okay. Yeah, divine progress, intuition, introversion, I was about to say. So you've been an introvert for a while. Nothing wrong with that. But as long as it's, not because you are scared to put yourself, that's very different. Being timid is different than being an introvert. Being scared to share your opinions is different than wanting to be alone, just because being around more people, or a large group of people, just feels draining to your energy. So you might have used the label introvert as an excuse, but that's really not who you are. You really are playful. Gregarious is coming through. That's the type of person you are. But because you were scared, that's okay. Now you're out of it. You healed. We all go through some kind of healing process, so it's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, if that's what you felt. That is a large stack that just fell out. Cosmic upgrades on the bottom. But okay, hold on. So the other card that I picked up with the raven on it, that is also, I gotta take that, sorry. I am back, my apologies. I had to take that call. And 333 on the clock, if you can see that. Okay, so I think we were talking about Saint Germain, and this is transmute that energy. I think that's what you were doing. You had to work through those negative emotions that you basically had since childhood. Okay. Whew, I am out of breath just from running up the stairs. That's not good. Getting older is not easy. Okay. Anyway, the other cards that fell out, we have 222, the purpose, keep the faith. 333, 222, and when we started, I think it was 321, right? Okay, angel numbers might be something that stand out to you, as in like you feel like there's certain synchronicities that consistently follow you. So let's see, keep the faith, balance, harmony, trust, standing strong. Abundant blessings and standing strong. Okay, when you value yourself, when you, that was one that I just did. Earlier this afternoon. What was it? Remembering who you are, know who you are. Maybe that one also applies to you. I don't know, but anyway, when you are true to yourself, when you realize your own self-worth, that was about personal growth and self-worth. So when you're in that state, that's when your manifestations really start coming in. Okay. And speaking of which, the other two cards that fell out, life improvements and abundance is your birthright. Again, there are certain cards. Look at the size of this deck, okay? It's not, come on. At least minimum, I think it's 54, but I want to say 55. There are 55 cards in this. And we keep getting the same ones over and over again to this collective that this is for, okay? Life improvements, abundance is your birthright. And this one is the one that really stands out to me. Be kind, but don't people please. And justice. But first, what I want to say is you've learned that being kind to someone does not mean that you need to be a doormat. You can be kind, but you can stand firm in who you are. You can stand firm in what you're willing to tolerate, okay? And because you have finally learned this, I feel like justice, your life improvements, your rewards are coming in. You have to be able to handle the blessings. And by that I mean, let's say you're asking, I don't know, you're asking to win the lottery, or you're asking for $1 million. But if they give it to you when you are not healed, when you are still trying to people please, guess what's going to happen to that $1 million? Just as quickly as it comes in, it's going to leave your hands, because you are going to be doling out money left and right to anyone that asks, because you want them to be happy with you. You want them to accept you. You want their approval. That's not, the universe doesn't want you to be anyone's doormat. Of course, the universe wants you to be kind to people and to, implement the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have them, as you would have done unto you. But that does not mean just lay down flat. I'm seeing someone act like a drawbridge, right? Like lay down flat for other people to walk over them. That's not what kindness is. That's people pleasing. Being kind is completely different, okay? But you've gone through this, you've learned, you've strengthened the ability to communicate your feelings, with clear your mind here, Mercury communication. I was saying that the opinions and communications, what really was standing out to me, and sharing your ideas. So that now justice, now your rewards are coming in, now your abundance, now your life improvements are going to really show, because you are in the right mentality to be able to, number one, attract it, call it in, right? Sometimes it's just there. It's like in the ether, just waiting to be delivered. But you had some lessons to go through. You had to work through and transmute those issues. And you've done that. So now that it's coming from the ether and just raining, I see like raining money. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, and cosmic upgrade, student, master, teacher. Water connection, Lemuria animals, nature, sensitive. Yeah, healer. Okay, that might be part of who you are. If when you meditate you see green, that could, and we talked about the pistachio and the Hulk. Okay, so when you meditate you might also see green. That is the sign of a healer. You do see those. You see different colors when you're meditating, and if you're seeing green, then that's an indication that is who you are. It's a part of who you are, okay? So that might be true for you. And if you don't know yet, start meditating and see. But yeah, cosmic purpose, music, muted. How did that come up? Muted music. No, it's not muted anymore. Okay, now I see like not a megaphone, a gramophone, like in the, the 20s. That's what I see. Blasting the music loudly. So yeah, you found yourself again. Okay? That is a lovely reading. I don't think there's anything I want to add to it. I feel like that is a good place to stop. Yeah, because you're healed. You found who you are. You transmuted that pain. Good for you. The collective that this is for, congratulations, okay? Because you healed and you are standing strong in knowing who you are, you're calling this in, okay? Life improvements and abundance. Lovely. And justice, of course. That's even better, I feel like. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this resonated. Let me know if it did. And have a wonderful day, wonderful night whenever you see this. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.